Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. Yeah, so we've come to the close of the first half of the year. Alright, yes. And not just that, we've also ended the second quarter of the year 2023. We are zooming into the third quarter. Alright. Yes, so it is very important that you review your performance and see how you've performed so far. All right, if you've performed badly, you just go back to the drawing board to review whatever you do on the market. If you are doing good, to just keep going and then improve upon it. All right, yeah. So just as we normally do on the weekend, that is when market closes for the week, we look at what is happening in the market, and based on that, we make our speculations into the new week. All right, yeah. So as you've started watching, I would like you to watch to the end, all right, because I have a very vital information I have for you. So far as the JPY pairs are concerned, you wouldn't want to miss this. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss. So kindly watch to the end. All right, it might be very long, a little bit long, because we will look at a higher time frame perspective. All right, yes, because this is going to be my first video so far as the second quarter, the second half of the year is concerned, and as well as the third quarter of the year is concerned. So expect to hear a lot from me in this video. All right, so don't cut it at any point in time. Watch it to the end, because I'll be spitting out a lot of gems that I don't normally do in my normal weekly market outlook or forecast. All right, yeah, so just stay glued and let's get rolling. So we start with the economic news calendar. So on the economic news calendar, Sunday we have AUD high impact news on Sunday. We also have we have the JPY high impact news on Sunday. And on Monday we have the Canada Day, which happens to be a bank holiday for Canada. So pairs that are associated with card, you are not going to see, well, maybe it depends. All right, yes, it depends on the kind of pair or the kind of currency that has been attached to card. All right, yes. Other than that, I mean, related pairs are not going to have a lot of movement in the market. Or during the Asian session, we are not going to see much movement in these kind of pairs. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the Canadian related pairs. On the same Monday, you have CHF CPI. All right, I'll be very interested in this. Yes, and as to why I'll be very interested in the CHF CPI news released, you get to know it when we analyze CHF All right, because I have something special for you that you don't have to miss. All right, yes. So just stay glued. We also have Euro unemployment rate. We also have the Euro manufacturing PMI, that is for Spain. This is for Australia. We also have CHF manufacturing PMI. We have the manufacturing PMI for Italy, which is also in the Eurozone. We have the manufacturing PMI for Germany. We have the manufacturing PMI for the Eurozone. We have the manufacturing PMI for Greece, and GBP manufacturing PMI, and then we have the S&P Global manufacturing PMI for the USD. On Tuesday, that is USD bank holiday. All right, yes, the United States bank holiday, that is their Independence Day. So the Independence Day for US is this Tuesday, 4th July 2023. So don't expect much from the market. All right, so on this day, the market is going to be active from the Asian session to the London session. All right, yeah. So then we are not going to see much volatility in the market. All right, yeah. So the market is going to close at 4 p.m. GMT. All right, that is normally when the London session closes. The London session closes normally at 4 p.m. GMT. So take note of that. On the general level, on Tuesday, that is when the market is going to close, because there wouldn't be any US or there wouldn't be any New York session because of the bank holiday. So take note of that. On the same Tuesday, we have the Australian interest rate announcement. All right, we have the Australian interest rate announcement. Currently, their interest rate sits at 4.1%. So they are looking at increasing the interest rate to 25 basis points. All right, so that makes up for 4.35%. So let's see what happens on that. Then we have the euro, that is the Germany balance of trade. We also have the unemployment change for Spain. We have the S&P Global manufacturing PMI for CAD. We also have the bank service PMI for Australia. On Wednesday, we have Australian retail sales news announcement. All right. We also have Spain services PMI. We have the Italy service PMI. We have Germany service PMI. We have the Eurozone service PMI. We also have the S&P Global Services PMI for GBP. And then we have the FOMC minutes for USD. I always tell you that this news doesn't really make impact in the market. All right. Yes. It doesn't make impact in the market, because this is just like this is just it's just a recap of whatever happened in the previous FOMC meeting. All right. Yes. So that is what. So if you understand what minutes are, meeting minutes are, I mean, you should understand whatever I'm saying. So even though it's high impact news, I'm not really expecting to see much volatility in the market when this news is being released. All right. Yes. Just take note of that. We also have Thursday. We have, which country is it? Lithuania. I hope I've mentioned it correct. All right. That is a bank holiday, which is also in the Eurozone. But I mean, it's never going to happen. It's never going to have any impact on the market. So you can just ignore that. We also have the Australian balance of trade. We have the Eurozone retail sales. All right. We also have the USD ADP employment change. We also have the Canada balance of trade. We also have USD balance of trade, initial jobless claim for USD, jobless claims 4-week average for USD, continuing jobless claims for USD. We also have the USD S&P Global Service PMI. We have the USD ISM Service PMI. We also have the USD job openings. All right, job openings for the month of May. We also have the CAD PMI. And on Friday, we have the unemployment rate for CHF. All right. Yes. Again, I'll be very interested in this. Yes. So I'll tell you why when it gets to the chat. So just stay tuned. You also have the Euro retail sales. That is for Italy. We have Eurozone. There's going to be a speech. All right. Yes. So far as the Eurozone is concerned. So just take note of that. There's going to be a CAD unemployment change and NFP. All right, because I mean, it is the first week of the month of July. So every first week every first week is what is the NFP week. So just take note of that. We have the NFP on Friday. All right. Yeah. So when it gets to this point in time, I mean, a lot of traders will be like, don't trade the market and all that. But I always tell you that whatever your setup is, if you are seeing your setup at that point in time, why not? All right. Yes. If you are seeing your setup at that point in time, why not? But you just have to be very careful on the market, because it is a high impact news and anything at all can happen. I'm not going to tell you not to trade. All right. Yes. Because I mean, I wouldn't be the one pressing the buttons for you. Okay. Yeah. But for me, normally, and by this time of the week, which is a Friday, I've already taken whatever I want to take on the market already. All right. I normally make profit, or I make my bucks on Tuesdays Wednesdays and Thursdays. For Fridays are just some days, or I'll see it, they are extra days for me. So within that days, I don't really expect much from the market. And so Friday being the NFP, I mean, it will even happen that I wouldn't even be behind my charts and all that. So it all depends on you and then your rules. All right, you do what your rules tells you to do. So yeah, that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's zoom into the chart and see what is happening. So remember, it is a new month we are entering. It is not just a new month, it is also the second half of the year, right? Yes, so that means the next 6 months to end the year 2023. It is also the third quarter, all right? Yes, the third quarter of the year. So take note of that, right? Yeah, so we're in the third quarter. Those of you that are contemplating what makes up a quarter is 3, all right? Yeah, so we are starting the next 3 months, and every quarter there is a shift in the trend of the market. All right, every quarter there's a shift in the trend of the market, so just take note of that. So on the dollar index, I mean, we've seen price before price moved to the upside. We saw price taking out this sell side liquidity here. Last week I made you aware that I'm expecting price to push to the upside, and it did. All right, price was around this zone. All right, so if you can go back to the previous weekly forecast to verify. All right, yes, price was around this zone, so I was expecting price to push to the upside, and it did exactly that. So those of you that had this information, kudos, because I don't expect you to have this information and sit on it. You should know what you have to do with this information. All right, if you don't know what you have to do with this information, that means you need to learn. All right, and so far as learning is concerned, you can just DM me. Let's have a talk so that we start a one-on-one mentorship. All right, I've already begun it, and then I'm mentoring some few people, and you see the outcome of it. So if you want to be part of it, just hit my DM and let's get rolling. The link to my Telegram ID or to my Telegram inbox is in the description box below. Just click on the link and let's get talking. All right, yes, because if you've been in this space for 2 years and you are still not seeing progress, you need a turnaround. Yes, I mean, I'll tell you, if you have been in this space for 2 years and you are still not seeing progress, I mean, you don't see any progress in your learning journey and all that, you feel like you're still stuck. You really have to make things happen. All right, you need to change your ways. Yeah, so that is just that. So for the dollar index, I'm expecting at this point, all right, at this point, price is stuck within this range. All right, so I have this range low and then this range high. Okay, yeah, so currently I would want to see price move, right, move to this zone a little bit before we see any movement to either the upside or to the downside. But let's switch to the 1 hour and see, because the daily, it is not really giving me much. Yeah, so this is the 1 hour time frame. So for the 1 hour, so on the 1 hour, this is what I'm expecting to see. All right, we've seen price making some huge impulse move to the downside. I will expect to see price continue to make that move. But if you should see price on a macro view, that is on a bigger picture, we've seen price making price has been in an uptrend. All right, on a bigger picture, we've seen price currently in an uptrend. So at the moment, price is not really clear. Let's switch to the 1 week and see something on the 1 week time frame. Yes, so the 1 week time frame is still lagging. All right, let's switch to 1 month and see what is happening on the 1 month time frame. So if you look at the 1 month, you realize that the 1 month is sitting at a bullish order block. The 1 month is currently sitting at a bullish order block. So from the 1 month time frame perspective, I want to see price continue to push to the upside, at least into this fair value gap, to take out this buy side liquidity into this fair value gap. All right, this low and then this high, between this low and this high, that is our fair value gap. So price should push to the upside before we see price continue to shift to the downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as the dollar index is concerned. So if we should move back to the daily time frame, that means we're expecting to see price continue to push to the upside. Let me switch to the 4-hour and see something on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, I think it's better now. All right, yeah. So price took out this high and then formed a higher swing low. It took out this high, formed a higher so the higher swing low is being formed. All right, so I'm expecting to see price continue to push to the upside. So I'm bullish. All right, I'm bullish on the dollar index. Yes, I'm bullish on the dollar index. So that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on EURJPY. So for EURJPY last week, I made you aware that I would expect to see price push to the downside from the weekly perspective, but it looks like price is failing. All right, we had price pushing a little bit into this area, but price couldn't come here just as I was expecting. Look at how price did. So price, I mean, it didn't really give us a clear direction so far as EURJPY is concerned. So at this point, if we should switch to the daily, I would expect, look at what has happened. We've had price taking out this buy side liquidity. That is a break in market structure. So I would expect to see price continue to push to the upside. Yes, I want to see price continue to push to the upside. So EURJPY, I'll be looking for bullish prices on EURJPY so far as next week is concerned. Yeah, so that is my expectation on EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on EURUSD. So if I'm bullish on the dollar index, then definitely it should give you an indication that I'll look for bearish prices on. I'll look for bearish prices on EURUSD. All right, yes. So just as we are seeing here, we've seen price taking out this low. We are low here. Price flew to break this high, but let's switch to the 4-hour time frame to get a clearer picture. Yes, so this is what I was expecting to see, but it didn't happen that way. Yes, so let me just take it off. So at this point in time on the 4-hour, price is looking like a consolidation in here. All right, yes. So the 4-hour time frame is giving us some level of consolidation, but the 1-hour, sorry, the daily is clear. All right, we've had price taking out this low and price moving up into the zone. So I want to see price continue to shift to the downside, at least into the zone, before we see a continuation to the upside. All right, yeah. So currently I'll be looking for bearish prices so far as EURUSD is concerned. All right, yes, but I'll be looking at the open prices of the various of the month, right, on all the pairs, so that if I'm looking to see price push to the downside on EURUSD, I want to see price push to as when the market opens, or when I fish out my monthly open price, I want to see price push up on the monthly open price or push above the monthly open price. Then we see a continuation to the downside. That is going to really convince me that yes, price will push to the downside. But if the market opens for the month, then as soon as it opens, we see price trading below the opening price, then it should give me an indication that something is going to happen. All right, yeah, so kindly take note of that. So that is just that for EURUSD. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. So for GBPUSD, I think GBPUSD is much clearer. All right, price is currently at a bearish order block. All right, yes. So just as you can see, there's a bearish order block. So price is currently sitting within that bearish order block. So if I'm bullish on the dollar index, then I'm bearish on GBP/USD. So when you see GBP/USD push into the zone to make out for a higher swing low, all right, because you've seen price in an uptrend. Price has taken, whenever price takes out a buy side liquidity or a previous high, it makes a higher swing low, then it moves. All right, it took out this high, it made a higher swing low, then it moves. So currently I want to see GU come back into this area, then we see a push to the upside. So currently that is going to be my expectation on GU. Let's switch to AUD/USD and see what is happening. AUD/USD, yeah, so I think AUD/USD is also clear. All right, price is currently within the zone. Last week I was expecting price to respect the zone here, then we see a continuation to the upside, but it didn't. It violated it, and then now it is back into the zone. So price closed below this area, so I want to see price push into this area before we see a continuation to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as AUD/USD is concerned. Let's go into the GPY family finally. All right, yeah, so if you are true, or if you've been able to watch to this far and you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. All right, yeah, so for EURJPY, let me take you to the 3-month time frame. All right, yeah, let me take you to the 3-month time frame for you to see something. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I hope you are seeing what I'm seeing. Price is currently at a bearish order block on the 3-month time frame. So I will expect to see price. All right, and if you should look at a bigger picture, price is what? Price is bullish. All right, price is bullish, or price is what is moving to the upside. We are seeing higher prices on the 3-month time frame, in that we first of all took out this high, then price came down here to make out for a for a higher swing low. Then this high too was taken. All right, so this high was taken, and so if this high has been taken, then we need to see another higher swing low form. And mind you, this is a 3-month time frame, so I wouldn't be surprised. It might take a while before we see price forming that higher swing low to take price to the upside. All right, and price is currently at this zone, so I want to see a rejection. I want to see price rejecting at this level. All right, yes, I want to see price rejecting at this level, something like this. Then we see a push to the upside. So far as the next 3 months is concerned, I will expect to see price push to the downside. I will expect to see price push to the downside so far as the next 3 months or the next quarter is concerned, because we are about to zoom into a new quarter. So that is just that for the 3 months. Let's switch the 1 month and see what is happening. So just as we said, all right, even the 1 month, I think it's even much clearer. All right, because you've seen price would push to the upside, taking out this high or this old high. All right, so if you are going to see price continue to push to the upside, I want to see price push back into the zone. All right, I want to see price push back into the zone to form a higher swing low. Then we see a continuation to the upside. So going into next week, going into this month, I will be looking for bearish prices on EURJPY. All right, yeah, so that is just that for EURJPY. So when you see price, just as I said, on the monthly time frames, on the daily time, you see this happening, then we see a continuation to the upside. So be on the watch for EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on GBP/JPY. So EURJPY, GBP/JPY, same plan. All right, same plan. Let me push you to the 3-month time frame to see something. Yes, so I'm also expecting same thing to happen. All right, we push to the downside to form a higher swing low, then we see a continuation to the upside. So that is just that. Yes, the same thing happening here. So expecting price to push into the zone to make up for a higher swing low, then we see a push to the upside. So that is going to be my expectation on GBP/JPY so far as the month of July is concerned. All right, yeah, so that is just that. For CHF/JPY, one thing that you should know is that CHF/JPY broke its all-time high, I think a week or 2 weeks ago. All right, yes, so CHF/JPY has broken its all-time high. All right, yes, so I'll expect to see a retracement, then we see a continuation to the upside, because at this point, on a fundamental level, the yen, when it comes to interest rate, is negative. I don't know the plans of the Bank of Japan. All right, yes, but between the Swiss franc and yen, any rational investor will buy more Swiss franc, or will invest more in Swiss franc as compared to the yen. All right, yeah, so just as we've seen CHF/JPY taking out or breaking its all-time high, we will still see CHF/JPY push to the upside. We are still going to see it push to the upside, unless maybe the yen or the Bank of Japan intervenes. All right, because if you should look at the JPY basket, it has also broken its all-time low and is going down. So unless they intervene, then we see what is going to happen. But on a price action level, we've taken out this high, so which is an all-time high, definitely. Yeah, and right after this impulse move, we've taken out this high also. So if price will continue to push to the upside, I will expect price to push to the downside to form a higher swing low. Then we see a push to the upside. All right, yeah, so I will expect price to push to the downside to form a higher swing low. Then we see a push to the upside, and this is the 3-month time frame. So if this is a 3-month time frame, then definitely should tell you that going into this month or a new quarter, I will expect bearishness on CHF/JPY. All right, all in the name of what? The higher swing low formation. All right, all the name of the higher swing low formation. So I want to see price push back into the zone, then we see a continuation to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as CHF/JPY is concerned. All right, yeah, so that is just that so far as my plan for the week, my plan for the month, and my plan for the new quarter is concerned. All right, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. The link to my Telegram community is in the description box below. Click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. And so far as the new month is concerned, I'll begin a signal providing service for the scalping community. All right, yes, so or for the scalpers within my community. I've already started for the swing traders, and trust me, we are really doing good things. All right, we are really hitting pips on the market so far as trading within the swing, my swing room is concerned. So I've decided not to leave the scalpers out. All right, yes. So I've opened a channel or a VIP channel for scalping and day trading. So if you're interested, the packages for registration, everything has been posted in my Telegram community. Go into my Telegram community and then look at the registration packages, the one that suits you. Just DM me, register, and be part of the scalping of the day trading community, and let's win together. All right, yeah. So that is just that. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Next week is NFP week. All right, so do as your rules tells you to do. I wish you all good luck and good trade. I'll come your way again another time. Peace out.